Hey, what's up? Hello, everyone. Welcome in to another episode of Fantasy Filmball, the show where we turn movies into sports and sports into something we don't talk about here. My name is Matt.
My name is Dyl. Guess what? It's your favorite time of the day. Draft
Time.
time! So, we're back. We took a week off. We had a lot to go over last week, but we didn't forget about these drafts. And Matt won the last draft about by a lot. I can't even front. It was like 80-20. So,
Ooh.
I got to come back this week, but I don't have the first
Ooh.
pick. Matt will have the first pick.
Am I Dame? Because I feel like the heavyweight champion of the fucking world, man.
Hey, you know what happened, though? His head got too big. He got beat by Donnie. And my name starts with a D, so close enough. But today, we are drafting our favorite Oscar wins. So there's 23 categories, 23 options. 10 of them will be taken. You can take that any way. The ones that bring you the biggest smile, the ones that bring you the biggest joy to your heart, the one that you think other people like the most. You can do whatever you want because everyone out there, you can draft. YouTube community tab will put our picks there. But of course, stay tuned for the rest of this episode because you want to hear us talk about why we picked them. Because maybe, who knows, that may sway you in one way or the other. But as I mentioned before, Matt has the first pick. There's so much to take here. What's first overall?
Oh, first overall, there are so many things it could be. Now, let's just say, right off the bat, Everything Ever All at Once won 7 awards last night. That's probably going to be the majority of these things drafted. So, I think I have to start off with the most emotional win of the bunch. No, I'm not going with Best Picture. You might think I was going to go with Best Picture because I called it early. No, I'm going with Ke Huy motherfucking Quan
No.
as my number one overall. This one, he gave one of the best speeches. One of the best, I mean, your favorite speech of the evening. And beyond that, honestly, it's such a meaningful award. He has been just a beacon of light on the awards circuit this whole season long. He has just been so lovely to watch. All of his speeches have been amazing. And this win couldn't have happened to a nicer person. It truly couldn't have. You can tell that this means so much to him, and I truly hope that this changes his life.
Yeah, that's the right choice. I mean, like you said, people could take Everything Everywhere winning picture here, but that Quan speech, I don't tear up usually, and I got some tears. Like my I could feel it in my heart, and like I couldn't say a word during the whole time because like if I talk, the water is gonna come. So I'm gonna go on the opposite side of that. Maybe this isn't one that made me super emotional, but it's one that made me super happy. And that was his co-star, Michelle Yeoh, winning Best Leading Actress. The energy that she's had on the whole campaign season, every speech she gets to give is always a highlight. It's so different. Like, she's not a normal acceptance speech. She's bringing a new type of energy, a new type of flair, and that's something I can really appreciate. So that's what I'm going with for my first pick. But my second pick is the one that probably made me the happiest besides Quan, and that is Women Talking winning adapted screenplay. Because at that point in the night, I was so scared that it was going to All Quiet. And not that All Quiet has a bad script, but come on. Women Talking script, that's another level.
How dare you take Sarah Polley's script away from me?
I mean, when you first started talking about the one that made you the most emotional, it's like, oh, he's going Women Talking. Cool, I get Quan. And it's like, oh, he's leaving it to me? Yes.
Yeah, I had to go with that, obviously. I had to go with that. What are you talking about? Like, I mean, Women Talking, I was hoping you wouldn't go with there, but ultimately, it makes sense. So, I'm taking it back to my pick. Now, this one, I have to go with the one that I called all the way back in May. Best Picture, Everything Everywhere All at Once. This is the most outside-of-the-box movie to ever win this award. And truly, we've been seeing it year after year. Best Picture is changing, right? What used to be a Best Picture movie is no longer a Best Picture movie. And we're seeing the changing Academy through these progressively crazier and crazier Best Picture winners, right? Like, we went from just 2 decades ago having, like, I don't know, like, we had Crash win almost 20 years ago. And now we have a string of Moonlight, The Shape of Water, Green Book, Parasite, Nomadland, Coda, and then Everything Ever All at Once. right? The changing Academy is seen through Best Picture, and Everything Ever All at Once has made its history, right? It is now motion picture history. This is going to go down as one of the weirdest, craziest, most outside the box winners, and I think it is the biggest sign that the Academy has officially changed.
I agree. Great pick here. What are you pairing it with?
I have to pair it with... Let me just think through this a little bit. I could go in a few different directions. I could go with a tech that I really like. I could go with another actor that I think really deserves. But I think I have to go... I think I have to go with Avatar: The Way of Water and Best Visual Effects.
My heart.
I'm sorry. Avatar: The Way of Water, Best Visual Effects. I mean, this is one that we all saw coming. It was one that we knew was going to be happening. But the team behind this just did such an amazing job putting together, dear Lord, one of the most exceptional feats of visual effects that I think anyone has ever seen. And that's why it deserves to be my next pick.
Well, some golf claps for you. That's the right choice there. Great pick, great winner, great just what it stands for. Like you said, it's revolutionary. It's changing the game, and I mean, maybe it's not changing the game. No one can do VFX like a James Cameron movie can, and all the visual effects artists that you got to see give speeches, well, the ones that you got to actually hear give a speech, and everyone else in the crew. Shouts out to them. Kind of going with that though, I'm going with another tech category, and this is one that maybe it's not the winner I wanted, but what it means is something so important to me, because our second or third episode of the show, we said, hey, Disney, Pixar, you're not winning animated, because guess what? We have a new king to present, and that's Guillermo del Toro, and I just love what this film and how, kind of like what you mentioned for Picture, how different of a winner this is. We haven't seen a winner like this in a long time, and I hope this really sets the stage for going for, like, hey, you don't always have to go with the conventional, the family, the very just targeted type movie. You can go with something that is much bigger than the format that it's being presented in, because yes, animation is so much more than just that, but there's still going to be people who look at it in that way. But if you can make the most out of the format that you're in, you can elevate it, and that's what I think Pinocchio did. So that's my first pick here.
That's a great pick. Honestly, if you're down for it, I'd love to trade you Avatar for Pinocchio. I know we can't do that. It's against the point of the game, but actually, going back, that's probably what I should have picked there, because Pinocchio is my second favorite movie of the year, and I'm so happy to see it cross the finish line there. I think I just forgot about it because I was like, oh, it was so like
Expected.
locked in. It was so expected that like it didn't register with me as like a, oh my god, I can't believe this won. I'm so happy. But Pinocchio is my second favorite movie of the year, and I love it so much, and I'm so happy that it won.
So there's a lot of angles I could go with this next pick, but you have two Everything Everywheres. I should get two Everything Everywheres, and then we can call it a day after this, I would assume. So give me the inventive, the original, the stylish screenplay. It's everything that you mentioned for this movie in Picture can be carried over into screenplay. Like, I don't think we'll ever see another movie like this. Like, I know that we said a few weeks ago that we can see this change how some movies are made, but there's never going to be another Everything Everywhere, and that goes to its screenplay of how just there's words can't describe this. There's so many quotables, there's so many new ideas presented, and it's all just done masterfully. So Pinocchio, screenplay, those are my two picks here.
For my next pick, I have to go with the most exciting part of the evening. Not to. A little song that took over the world, was so exciting, so fresh, so fun. This song is, I think, one of the best songs ever to win in this category. It is just a riot to watch. I saw this in a packed theater, and I was howling with laughter. There's videos that people have of people getting up and doing the dance in a packed theater. Like, it not only is this one of the best songs in this category ever to win, it's one of the only songs that has a dance that goes with it. And every time you hear this song, all you can think of is the people getting up and doing the dance. And to see this win, to see an Indian film come into the Oscars and do what has never been done before, win Best Original Song for a Tollywood film, a Telugu language film. That's honestly amazing. It's amazing that Natu Natu made it all this way. And yeah, I guess it's one of the most joyous experiences I've had in a cinema was seeing Natu Natu on a big screen. And it's one of my favorite wins of the night.
Good pick.
My last pick. Give me Brendan Fraser in The Whale. This is... Now, Colin Farrell might have been my favorite in the category, but it is undeniable. Just like Ke Huy Quan winning for supporting actor, everyone wanted to see what Brendan Fraser had to say. Brendan Fraser wanted to be there. He's been through such hard times. He has struggled with illness, with family members dying recently, with being blacklisted from the industry after coming out against sexual abuse. He has been through a lot, and now he's here. And that is special. That means something. Whatever you think about The Whale, his win is really, truly special. Now, I've seen a lot of people on the internet saying that, the internet is treating Brendan Fraser like he's a Make-A-Wish kid, which I think, in a way, is kind of true. I feel like the way that people are infantilizing him is a bit, ooh. But he seems like a genuine man, a very nice guy, and he deserves this. And that's why it's one of the best wins of the night. No one wanted it more. And it's going to do so much for his career. Just like Kwan, couldn't happen to a nicer guy. He deserves it.
I'm very happy for Fraser as well. That brings me to this last pick. I don't know what to do. I think it's kind of cheating going with another Everything Everywhere just because there's so many. I want to recognize some other movies, but with that being said, the Academy cheated me out of so many options by not giving it to movies I wanted to win in categories. I mean, I lost out on a Babylon score pick. I lost out on an Elvis costumes pick. I lost out on a Batman makeup pick. So I don't really know what to do here. So I'm trying to think things over. And if I have to go with one, I want to go with something that is just so out there. It's so different that in my mind, it just breaks everything that we know and love about doing what we do, of predicting and tracking award season. So I'm going with All Quiet on the Western Front, winning production design. Maybe not so for what it won, but for how it won it. It won nothing ahead of time. I would argue it was 5th place in the category. Maybe it was 4th above Fabelmans, but it just shows that, hey, precursors, predicting, it doesn't mean anything. It's just about the right time, the right passion, the right moment, and All Quiet on the Western Front had that in production design.
Yeah, a great pick. Very great pick. That one was the biggest shocker of the evening, and if you want to go for the most fun wins of the evening, that was fun. That was fun because it gave me a little bit of a heart palpitation because I was like, oh my god, it's gonna win screenplay.
So,
oh no,
I do want to give a shout out to the Irish Goodbye win because that was one of my favorite moments of the night. However, I don't know if I don't know. That's what I was thinking about going with here, but I don't know how many people out there would like really get it, sort of thing. So,
well, if they saw the moment,
yeah.
If they saw the moment, the happy birthday, that was so goddamn sweet.
Yeah. I just really, even though, like I said, A Quiet winning was not something I really wanted to see in this category, just what it means going forward, I think is just so important, interesting, different, and it shows like, hey, you can sweep a season. You're not guaranteed to win that Oscar.
Exactly. If your movie isn't liked, then you're vulnerable, no matter what. No matter what, if people don't like you, then you're vulnerable. Unless you're Brendan Fraser in The Whale, because apparently people didn't like the movie, but he still won.
He still had won precursors. All Quiet on the Western Front didn't even win the BAFTA for production design.
Yeah, but what I mean is Babylon was like the front runner, and it lost because people didn't like the movie. But Brendan Fraser, people didn't like the movie, but he still won.
Fair enough. So let's recap our picks here. You had first overall, so run us through your 5 awards.
Of course, I've got Ke Huy Quan's Best Supporting Actor win for Everything Ever All at Once, followed up by the Best Picture win for Everything Ever All at Once. What a crazy evening. And then, following that up, I have the Best Visual Effects win for Avatar, The Way of Water. And then rounding us all out, I've got Best Song for Not To from RRR. And closing off my team, I've got Brendan Fraser, Best Actor for The Whale.
On the flip side, I started things off with Michelle Yeoh winning for Best Leading Actress Performance for Everything Ever All at Once, Women Talking taking Adapted Screenplay, Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio winning Animation, Everything Everywhere All at Once in Original Screenplay, and my last one, it's kind of out there, but it's All Quiet on the Western Front winning Production Design, in which that win is kind of out there.
But you have to let us know what your favorite teams are. Remember, your vote determines who's going to draft first next week. It is important, and you have to pick the right team. It's mine. It's mine. So go to our YouTube community tab and place your vote. Voting will stay open until we record our next episode. So please get out there and vote. Vote, vote, vote.
We've had some really close races. Some votes have come down to just 1 or 2. I know last week wasn't. I may have only gotten like 5 or 6 votes, but hey, look at my team this week. I think it's a little bit better.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I mean, the tide also might have turned around on people might not be too happy about Everything Ever All at Once winning Best Picture. I've seen on the internet already people being like, "Oh, it's overrated." So who knows? Maybe your team being a little bit less based on Everything Ever All at Once winning picture, maybe that could help you out.
We'll have to see. But everyone out there, until next time, my name is Dyl.
And my name is Matt, and this, as always, is Fantasy Filmball.